Trisha Swenson, the families are doing things together.
Hey, they sure are. And breaking news that Hobie might be retiring from the 8-ball kayak spread. But hey, speaking,
I don't buy it.
I don't buy it. So hey, speaking of untraditional marketing, who started the Mountain Games, the GoPro Mountain Games? Now they started out as the Tampa Mountain Games many years ago. We have Joe Blaire, we have his son Hawkins, and they're competing this morning as well. So that's why we kind of have to get them in and out of here so they can go do their race. But Joe, what's it like to stroll through the streets, see how far this event has come in the last 2 decades?
It's fun. It's really cool. I mean, just seeing where, when we started it in 2002, first year of the Mountain Games, what it is today, and the expansion, the more athletes and spectators, and the more fun activities. It's just so fun to see.
Yeah, and when you guys had kind of conceived this idea, you were with Joel Heath, you were with Ian Anderson, you guys, what was the thought process? What were you trying to create?
Well, back in the day, I like to say, I mean, the real idea was the town of Vail, we want to have an event on Memorial Day weekend to announce to the Front Range that we were open. 20 plus years ago, people from the Front Range didn't come here in June. They came here July 4th weekend. So, that's really where it started, and that's back before the Mountain Games and everything else. And so we wanted to just grow something to show, bring people into town and show them all the great activities that we have to do up here. So that's where the Mountain Games was born.
And then we were talking a lot about the Jeep Whitewater Festival that was going on, but now we've seen it grow quite a bit. And what's really cool is that you guys were trying a lot of, trial and error, and trying different events and fringe events.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did a lot of that stuff. We did some trials riding back in the day, where we brought in big boxes and things, and we did that on the International
Bridge.
Bridge.
Would jump and they would balance.
Yeah,
bikes on these crazy features.
Yeah, and our first climate events, they were on one of those pop-up walls that you see, like that the kids are, the little kids are participating in, using nowadays. So, there was a lot of trial and error, and and it took a lot of hard work, but it was a lot of fun, and to see it to grow to what it is today, it's really fun.
Well, and you also got a lot of ideas from the athletes, especially the kayaking athletes and the boating athletes, and instead of paddleboarding became so popular. It was kind of like events by boaters, for boaters. I think about that 8-ball sprint. I think about Homestake Creek, Steep Creek Championships.
Yeah.
A lot of those were ideas that maybe some athletes had.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we worked with the athletes a lot, talking to them, and not just the kayakers, but the mountain bikers. One year it snowed, and we didn't know if we were going to have the race or not. And we sent Jay Henry up on the course, and we said, Jay, you got to tell us if we can run this or not. And he was an athlete, and he was competing, and he wanted the prize money and everything, but he knew what we were trying to do, so he went and ran the course that morning and came back and gave us his report. And that was really that synergy that we built with the athletes, and really working with them, and getting their feedback, and the sponsors and everybody, and it was a lot of fun.
Well, and you know what? We've seen it grow so much. We've also seen it affect the next generation. And Hawkins is here. What are you going to be competing in? What event are you doing today?
I'm doing the Gore sprint. Downhill. Downriver sprint.
Gore downriver sprint. Are you in a kayak? Are you on a stand-up paddleboard?
In a kayak.
Are you in your own kayak? Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh! Do they make a little one?
They do, yeah. So, I'll tell a quick story. So for years, I would race in a 2-man kayak.
Yeah.
So his big brother, we would race it. Him and I would do it, and then he graduated, and now he's racing on his own. And then it was Hawkins' turn, so he got in the 2-man kayak. And now he's graduated out of it. So this is my first year not racing it. I'm going to be scouting. I'm going to be following him along and making sure he's okay. So that's really fun. And my daughter's doing the mud run this afternoon, so it's great just to see everybody. Yeah,
and you're doing the mud run. Okay, well, how old are you?
11.
11. Oh my gosh, this is so great. So, okay, well, good luck. I know we got to get you guys up to the start. That starts upriver.
Yeah. Start for that is at 9:00. We don't know our exact start time, but we're gonna get there and get the safety talk and all the fun stuff.
Okay, Ken.
Yes.
Hello. Did you tell me?
Joe Blaire.
Hey, Kenny. How are you?
I'm good, man. What's up, Hawkins? At first, I thought that was Sawyer, but that was Sawyer like 5 years ago.
Yeah. No more Topo. He's right. We did a test run yesterday and came out. We saw the whole crew. We saw Clay and Lisa. They were all, doing the raft stuff. They were psyched to see us doing the practice run.
Well, Joe, real quick, Trisha, I got to jump in with Joe. Joe and I, back in the day, they ran untraditional marketing, as you heard, and we used to come up with ideas with them. Joe, do you mind sharing with the viewers exactly the moment that we came up with the 8-ball competition and what we were consuming and where?
I don't know if we should share that with the viewers.
Oh,
That's a behind the
hey,
scenes
Yeah,
story.
no, it was so fun, and like what Trish was saying before, like all those things, the 8-ball, the trials riding. I mean, I don't know if you remember, we dumped a bunch of dirt in the middle of the village. We did, we had guys doing backflips and everything. All that stuff. I mean, it came up. Usually had a couple of libations, and sitting
Get
around
the creative
having a good
juices
conversation.
flowing.
Yeah,
Well, here's my
Okay,
recollection of
perfect.
it, Joe Blaire. We were at your offices, and we were
yeah,
having some beers, and it was when MMA started. And I was like, man, we should have like an MMA match. And then we came up with the 8-ball. We're like, how about we sit in the eddies, and when they race down, we'll just smash into them. And our biggest
yeah,
fear was that someone was going to take a paddle to the eye. So we used to make people wear sunglasses. But if you remember in that first year, we made people tape pool noodles to the edges of their
yeah.
paddles, which made it damn near
Noodles.
impossible for them to paddle, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I know.
no, that was fun. We were in the basement talking about that. We had the foosball table going. I remember.
Oh wow,
Good
it's
times. Good
amazing how
times.
some of these ideas get started. Okay, all
Yeah.
right. I know we got a lot more on the show. These guys got to get ready. I know Ken, you've got to get you and yourself and River up valley as well. So thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Great ideas, and I hope we see Ian Anderson flipping around town.
We'll see if he comes up. Yeah,
Okay, I think Joel
good.
Heath is still in California, but Joel, we're thinking about you, buddy.
Thank you very much.
Thank
That's
you for
Trisha
starting
Swenson.
all
She's
this.
talking with Joe Blaire, the Mountain Games founder, and you're watching Vail Valley Live here